Hello, Jazz Energy here for our next week in our Madden franchise of the Saints. It's just a preseason game, so no major changes. Biggest one, probably just a couple of 1 week injuries from practice. Marcus Davenport and Cesar Ruiz are unavailable, which is just a preseason, so it's no big deal. Let's get going.
Tonight, from the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, it's week 2 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports.
Who they Saints, oh we they Saints. Who they Saints, oh we they Saints.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
Cowards.
Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sense that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
Tua to throw right away. And right away, he lost the football.
Yeah!
And they will set up shop with outstanding.
All right, great start, team.
In the red zone at the 17-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
So here are the Saints now with great starting field position. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
All right, this is going quite well.
Going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. They got the ball in great field position.
It's time to break out the old you-know-what.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through a defense and score. Not so fast, not in this case.
Power on power, but he's not going to get in. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Here's Fields on the sneak.
There we go.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Justin Fields scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Saints take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Boop.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
All right, great start, team.
7-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all.
How'd you let that go, buddy?
They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. After a
they really love their jet
sweeps,
sweeps, don't they?
Being about a length of the football short here on third down. Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted.
Yeah!
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And
good job,
Saints are
Lattimore.
gonna take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Fields on 3rd down. There's Chris Olave. And he'll be out
There we go.
just shy of the 40. That goes for a
Usually I go for the
31.
slot guy, but Olave got more distance than pretty much anyone else on that play, so it made more sense to go for him that time.
I think QB1 will look his way a little more often once the regular season begins.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The former ASU Sun Devil, Eno Benjamin with it. And room there to work it inside the 25. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Fields now to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry.
There we go.
They're going to get this down inside the 20.
Wasn't the best pass,
here's a
but
1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
it's about what we needed.
Kamara up the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
All right, good first half, good first quarter.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is in
Woo!
the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Saints go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point.
We're looking good.
On target, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Here's Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw again on second down. Tua.
Yeah!
He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they get the football.
3 turnovers on 3 drives. That's what I'm talking about.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go.
There's a flag.
And maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Damn it.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Quick throw.
God damn it.
Away and incomplete, as we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason.
Did not develop.
They left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away.
Wishnowsky!
Tyreek Hill. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down. Up the middle they go with Drake. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Right back to Drake. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Demario Davis there on the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Running on first down with Gaskin. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. They'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Looking left
Damn.
side, he's got a man. That's Drake. And
How'd
he's
y'all
going
fall
to
for that
have the
curl?
Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. Tua setting up shop to throw again.
There we go.
Heavy rush, and down he goes. That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Counter play, Drake. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. No stopping Peyton Turner on that sack. He would not be denied. And his kick is indeed good.
All right, let's see if we can march down the field in a minute. Oh, 3 times.
Now maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. It may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name is going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And he'll go right back to Landry. It's complete again. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts.
All right, now
as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To the air again, Fields. And he's got the hook up to Landry. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
We're at 41. Getting the field goal range is good enough play here.
On first down, it's Fields.
Need it.
And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry.
Oh boy.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Again, Fields. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Butker's kick here is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3.
Alright, so we're 2 possessions ahead, and we get the ball to start the first half.
Still a little
and
bit
the
of
second
time
half.
left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
Well, they got to be going for something.
If they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Tua, a final shot before half. He'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Look around the NFL, we'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
Let's keep it moving.
Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Saints set to go here to begin the third quarter. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. After the incompletion, here's second and 2 from the 20. Throwing, Winston.
Oh my God.
Get there this time, and they bring him down. Big Raekwon Davis, the man fighting in for that sack. So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. That one completed to J.P. Holtz. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Holy shit, this guy won't go down.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
That's Skylar Thompson.
They'll begin things here with Gaskin. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go.
Shit.
A nice job there.
That wasn't the guy I wanted to go to. Uh-oh.
Touchdown, Dolphins. A big play there. 54 yards. And the Dolphins are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's
That
away.
did not go as I planned.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And
I
maneuvers
plead
up the
oopsie
middle
daisies.
for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I gotta get 2 yards here.
They hand off to their big
There we go.
tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Plow the big guy through there.
This is Benjamin. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They're running the jet sweep here with Kirkwood. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing.
All right, we are
No
marching.
question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
They'll run again with Benjamin.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And he's brought down
There
here
we go.
just
Nice quick
outside of
pass.
the 20.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to
Ooh.
perfection. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens.
Stop that man!
Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Fucking hell.
So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost.
Nowhere to turn here.
There
He's
we
gonna
go.
Go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
3rd and long, Thompson.
Oh my god, I thought he was going to catch that.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this one is right down the middle.
Okay, I got to
Cut
score
this
on this
lead
drive
back
now.
down to 4 now. It's 17-13. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again.
All right.
Opportunity to get 6 points.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
What the fuck,
And
Jameis?
this one's incomplete.
What kind of
You know,
fucking
these
throw was
preseason
that?
Games are in week 2 right now. It's always funny looking at our spot
You
charts up here in
fucking
the booth,
shitbag.
because with all the guys that might play in this one,
He did
it seems
so
to get
well
bigger and
last
bigger each
game.
year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because you know, remember they're carrying 90 now, and with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason.
All right, good
before
job,
they make the
Holtz.
final cut. Oh yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
On the run is Benjamin. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The second down attempt there,
He was
knocked
wide
down
fucking
as it
open,
leaves
too.
the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect
God
the starters
damn.
to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting
Oh my
cleaned up
God!
as you go along, because
He
most
can't
of
get
the
an
players
accurate
probably
pass to save his
installed.
fucking life.
How well are they
Okay.
handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes. Are they starting to look like a good
Obviously
offensive
going to
football
accept
team?
that.
So the call there, roughing the passer.
Well, the preseason's time for working out the kinks, but sometimes you've got some defenders who are too eager to impress trying to make this team. And that time we saw one take a shot at the quarterback way too late.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 49 yards now.
I don't wanna give up on
just
throwing.
7 carries.
On 1st and 10, Winston.
Oh yeah, a nice short
He gets
pass.
this into the hands of Kirkwood. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Back now here live in New Orleans. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this
Holy
drive,
fuck.
their playbook is open.
And he is going to lose yardage
Can't get
here.
anything to fucking
So
develop.
that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Alright, let's try old reliable again. Hasn't been too
Jameis
reliable
to
so
throw
far.
it.
Nope, nope. Nope, 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 nope.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away.
Holy
And that
shit.
keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Oh no.
Butker's kick
Ooh.
here is good.
Very glad
That'll
Butker's a
make this
great kicker.
7-point game. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Thompson's throw taken in by Edwards. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation,
The defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get
What the fuck? Was the fucking second team of the Dolphins just a bunch of fucking gods?
And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Channing Tindall is there for the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run it with Benjamin.
Fucking hell.
This time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Got his tight end here. It's Holtz. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any
All right,
yardage.
we got it.
And he's got the
Drive's still fucking alive.
Down at the 39-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Winston now. It's brought in by Kevin White.
Fucking Kevin White.
On the other side of midfield at the 43.
That's what I just rested this
So
game
now
on.
1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. On the ground, Benjamin. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Winston. They'll set up the screen for Eno Benjamin.
Holy shit, a screen pass that actually developed. It's a miracle.
Gain of 7.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
73 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I was used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now on 2nd down, this is Gore. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Still on pace.
Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
I will
They'll
run
come
this
the
clock
line,
down
needing
to a
only
shred.
2 yards to gain the 1st here. On 3rd down, Benjamin. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They've got a 1st down in field goal range already. Right back to him on 1st down. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Now remember now, no overtime here in the preseason, so in a tie game, this ought to be a fight to the finish. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for...
There we go.
Take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Eno Benjamin taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So the Dolphins now down 27-20, under a minute 20 to go. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Now Thompson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time. And it's gonna
Shaq
lead to
Thompson's
3rd
putting
down.
up fucking numbers today.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Skylar Thompson, my bad.
Here's Thompson.
Leaping, and he makes the grab.
What are you guys doing down there?
Taken down, but not before they work it across
Fucking each other or
midfield.
something?
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push.
There we go.
This one there, it's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson and Debo. And the Saints have just about
All right.
shown up this.
We can just kneel her out.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this
That was
was.
a
And the whole
tight one.
team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more,
You sure
find us
have.
on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Saints are winners here as
Fields
we say
did
so
okay.
long from New
Winston
Orleans.
did not. Skylar Thompson was on a tear. But, Benjamin and Kamara both doing some good jobs. Okay. So, it was a win. Wasn't always pretty. Kind of fell apart there at the second half. But, in the end, a win's a win. Oh, Bino Benjamin's leveling up, too. Yeah, man. Upgrade myself. Alright. Well, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you next week when we take on the Kansas City Chiefs in our final preseason game. Hope you join me for it. Jazz out.